Hey, Jason. All right. So
Hello.
what we are going to be doing is we're going to run through the Vaesen character creation process using the life path generator. And we're going to specifically be doing it using our Japanese hack of Vaesen. So we've got this beautiful life path generator, and we are going to go following down the steps here. And Jason is going to make up a character as we go. So first thing you do, Jason, is you roll D66 or choose from the cast table. So do you want to roll a D66?
Roll a D66.
Okay.
Ooh,
we should see that on the...
Yeah, 21.
Hold on. I got to do it. Yeah. A 21. Okay, so that's beautiful. So 21 is... what is 21?
Merchant.
Merchant. Okay. So low cast.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because merchants are dodgy. So your status is 1, and your starting resources is 4, though, because whilst merchants might be dodgy, they're wealthy, or at least they can be wealthy. So we should just explain status is an additional mechanic we've added for the Japanese version of the game to represent different castes that people come from, and it changes how different people can interact with each other. It has an effect on manipulation rolls and observation rolls. Okay, so we're a merchant. So the next thing we do is we go to the upbringing table, and if we go to, hold on, merchant. There we are. It's a D6. You were lucky or unlucky to be born into the lowest level of Japanese society. Well, other than Eda. Unlike the farmers and artisans whose sweat and blood goes into the items they sow or create for monetary gain, your family, on the other hand, is capable of making vast amounts of wealth without ever breaking a drop of sweat. Maybe your father is a merchant. Yeah. And what did you roll?
I rolled a 5, so I'm a firearms merchant.
Okay. So do you want to read that out?
Sure. Let's do this. Okay. So I'm just going to note it down. Firearms.
Oh, you haven't? Okay. I can't see your character sheet. Hold on. I need to put your character sheet
up. It's Nakata Ayaka.
Nakata Ayaka. Okay, cool. I have now done that.
Which I rolled using our name tables that we've made as well.
We got all the mod cons.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so the firearms merchant. Your family bought firearms from the Dutch and the French, as the local firearms were no longer competitive with the foreign-made guns. Your time with the Dutch was odd. They were ugly, unkempt, and smelly. They were also masters of technologies and sciences that were beyond your ability to understand. You were afraid of what these weapons might be. They were more powerful, and surely the Europeans used them as well. The Dutch told you not to worry, for Japan was still a powerful nation, and you need not worry about the English speakers. You sought to warn your father about your fears, and he laughed. Yes, they had weapons, but we had the shogun and the emperor. How could they even think of attacking us?
Well, we all know how that ended.
Yeah.
1852. Physique, 3.
Yes. Nice.
Precision, 4.
Yep.
Logic, 4. And empathy, 4. And you also get ranged combat, 1.
Oh, nice.
Investigation, 1. Learning, 1. Observation, 1.
Ooh.
And most excitingly, your resources are now 2 better than they were when you started. Yay!
Oh, nice.
Okay, so the next thing we do is we roll to see how the Meiji Restoration, also known as the Great Shift, affects your character. So we go to the merchant table, who actually have a better chance of coming out well than others. Actually, they're very likely to come out well. The end of the formal caste system means a merchant caste can leverage its wealth and education to wield influence and power in previously unthinkable ways. The toppling of the Tokugawa shogunate and the breaking of the caste system allows the merchants to finally enjoy the same rights and privileges of the Boshi warrior caste. With the tremendous amounts of wealth, merchants were able to quickly fill the power vacuum that was left behind in the wake of the collapsing traditional order. Merchants are now taking positions of governance and authority and quickly swelled the ranks of the oligarchy. So just roll a D6 and we will see. You got a 3, which is positive. Good. It's positive because merchants do well. Yay, merchants. Your family has broad ambitions now that they are free of the caste system. Your father has taken this opportunity to invest heavily in many industries, and before you know it, you are eating cake with your parents at the banquet for the oligarchy. So you get an additional 2 resources,
Ooh.
which means you're wealthier than the dreams of avarice at 8. Your status goes up by 1.
Nice.
So you've got status 2. You're almost worth talking to. And we'll get to add +1 to your professional role to work out what profession you belong to.
Nice.
This is exciting.
It is exciting.
We've not had a positive before. Okay. On the merchant column, you get, roll a dice.
Yeah, it is a D6.
It is a D6.
My D6. I got a 5.
You got a 5. You are police, which is actually the core. So it uses the core rules. I don't want to do that just because
let's roll something else.
Well, you can be what are your options? So you can select, just so we can use the rules we've got.
I could go 7, I could go an academic, or I could go down and I could be, let's see.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, or I could go down to 2 and be an entertainer.
No, we did entertainer to death.
Yeah.
Okay, let's be an academic. The weird thing about academics is I'm pretty sure academic table just has 1 replacement. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Because you can go on a foreign research trip. Okay, why don't we just very quickly open the main rules, which I have opened before. So just let me find Vaesen. No, okay, that's annoying. Have you got the Vaesen rules with you?
I do. I have the book with me.
Then that'll do.
Yeah,
just go to the back for the tables, and we can use that.
Okay, let's see. And it's I have to H. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. Got it in front of me.
Okay, so roll a D6, and if you roll a 2, we use the Japanese one.
Let's see. Nope, I got a 5.
You got a 5. Okay,
which is a sweetheart.
So what happens in a sweetheart, Jason?
You met someone that made you happy, and the love was reciprocated. Love gave your life meaning, and the future looked sparkling bright. Perhaps you are still together, or maybe you went your separate ways when your passion faded. Nice. And it gives me inspiration +1.
Okay.
Inspiration 2. Right. And I also get some equipment.
And what gear do you get?
Adding to my gear, I get writing utensils and paper.
Okay.
Nice. Okay.
All right. Do you want to roll again?
I do.
Okay, so we're at that point. So do you want to roll one more time on the table and just see how you go?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to.
Roll.
No, I already got that.
Already got that. Boring.
No, stop. Roll something else.
5s.
Okay, 3. I got a rival. Oh, I've got a sweetheart and a rival.
Okay, do you mind if we override that? Because we'll just pretend that you rolled a 2 for the sake of this conversation, since it's about showcasing this. So you went on a foreign research trip. You were selected to go overseas to research a topic of interest to the government. Your fact-finding mission traveled to multiple Western countries, examining how they do a particular thing. Your recommendations were either adopted or rejected by the government. Which was it? So in this period of history, the Japanese send out multiple learning missions to study things like war and economics and banking and transport and even parliaments and other things, and bring back the best of all the details and try and combine them to get a single outcome. So you get learning 2.
Nice. That puts
gives you learning 3, but that's okay because learning is the core skill of an academic.
Oh yes, that's right. It is. So I can get up to 3.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you get a chochin.
Ooh.
And what is a chochin, Jason? Because you wrote it up today.
I did write it up today. I'm trying to remember what a chochin is. Let me look at it. Let's look it up in my thing. It's a paper lantern.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Which has got the symbol of government on it.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it gives you a bonus to like getting people to do what you want them to do. It's kind of cool. All right. So you've done that. Now I think we might just do 2 for this one, yeah?
Yeah.
So you've got to reduce one of your stats by 1 because you're now middle-aged.
Yep.
Don't choose logic. There's a message.
That's important for me. Yep. Let's take my precision down.
Okay. Used to be a good shot. Now I'm just average. And your archetype is academic.
Yep.
And we are now at the bit where I think you get to spend 4. Oh, no, that's right. You can move 1 stat point around. So for an academic, so we've done your skills. We've done that. So you may move 1 attribute point as you see fit. You can only go to a maximum of 5, and it should be in logic, right? But you could just stay with what you got, which is pretty decent.
Yeah, I actually like what I've got. I think it works.
And then you get to spend up to 4 skill points to get a skill of 2 in one thing and a maximum of 3 in the skill that is your archetype skill. And
I've already got 3 in that.
As we already know, that's already done. So we won't be doing more of that. And I'm just going to go to, yes, what a guess.
Well, I'm going to put 1 in vigilance. Let's put 1 in manipulation as well.
Yep.
And then I'll put a 2nd point into investigation.
Yep.
And you know what? Just for fun, I'm going to put 1 in medicine.
Yeah. Got a lot of skills. Nice. Okay. Yeah. No, that's good. Okay. So now we're at the roll a D3 through the various things.
Yeah.
So do you want to roll a D3? Going through professions, motivations. So you got a 3. So you were a researcher into foreign laws.
Oh.
Which kind of makes sense. So that was your profession. You're a researcher. You're like a paid government academic who researches foreign laws and decides whether they're imported into Japan or not. Then we roll for motivation.
Yeah. Let's see. What's this one? 1.
You want to study and travel the world.
Okay.
And then trauma.
Yeah. Another 1.
Okay. You were almost drowned by a carper.
Wow.
In a river or a creek. A carper tried to drown you. Yes.
And a carper is a turtle spirit.
It is. Yeah. That is correct. That sometimes eats people.
Yes.
And then you've got a dark secret.
Ooh. What have I done that's bad? 1 again.
1 again. I gambled away my family's money.
Oh, no.
You sort of didn't really because your wealth is ridiculous. But anyway, that's fine.
Well, clearly we had more before. We were even more ridiculous.
Yeah. And then you have relationships, which, of course, are specific to the other players. You've got 3 talents, and they're just the standard ones from the book.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want to determine whether you're bookworm, erudite, or knowledge?
Number 3.
Which is knowledge is reassuring, which is a talent from the main book. So you just go to the main book. And then you can have a book collection or map book, writing utensils, liquor, or a slide rule. So which one of those do you want?
Let's see.
We've already got a pen and writing utensils, right?
Yeah, I do. So I think I'm going to go with I want to go with a camera.
What? There wasn't a camera.
What?
I didn't say camera. Book collection, map book, liquor, slide rule, utensils.
Right.
Oh, no, not utensils. Sorry, writing utensils. So it's map, book collection, liquor, or slide rule.
Let's go liquor.
Okay. It's alcohol all the way. Alcohol all the way. Yeah, which is your fun. Okay, and then I have a feeling that's pretty much it, right? Just going back up. Yep, you chose an extra item. Yep. So where did we end up? We ended up with Nakata Ayaka, who was an academic researcher into foreign laws, middle-aged, wealthy as hell, thanks to your family's wealth, how well they did out of the transition. They obviously sold arms to the right people. Average physique, average precision, good logic, good empathy, massively good at learning, and really good at inspiration. All of those logic and empathy skills up the razoo, but actually can shoot a gun and has medical skill. Yay!
Well, my family made firearms.
They did.
Or they sold firearms.
They sold firearms, which is why you have that weapon skill. Okay, and I think that's it. Is that correct? Yeah,
that's all of it.
All right, cool as. Oh, thank you, Jason. And that is how we make a character really quickly using the life path generator, which is awesome. Just one thing. So there are two variations to the life path generator for Japan that we're proposing. The first one is obviously, as I mentioned earlier, status, which represents how high caste or low caste you are and how other caste members might treat you, or other castes might treat you. And the second thing is because we want the Great Shift to reflect a sort of big shift in learning and education, we give the characters 4 skill points to spend, and we reduce the number of skill points they get from their not their upbringing, but their life experiences, just to make that a bit easier. Okay, cool. Thank you.